Alrighty.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Real Talk. We're glad that you could join us this evening for an amazing Christmas special. Now, you see the girls are all buttered up, and I'm not. I didn't have a hat to wear, but I do have my Christmas mug here, so I got that going on. But the girls do look crazy tonight. I ain't gonna lie, you guys. We have a fun show in store for you. We're gonna be. I got some questions for the girls. Maybe even a would you rather. We're gonna be talking about memories past, things we do at Christmas, traditions, recipes, sharing all that amazing stuff with you guys. So, why don't we go ahead first and just everybody say a little something to the viewers, and then I have an amazing question for you guys to start the show. Alicia, why don't we start with you?
Well, no, I just want to say, happy holidays. I'm looking pretty crazy today with the snowman on my head. But, you never know what to expect from me. But I just hope everyone's having a safe and happy holidays.
Okay, Pam, what about you?
Hi, everyone. I'm feeling kind of festive today. Hopefully I don't catch on fire with my lights. But anyways, I just wanted to say hi, and I hope everyone is having a happy holiday season.
And then?
Hi, everybody. Hope everyone is doing well and having an amazing week. I am a little under the weather, so that's why my voice sounds a little strange. And if my eyes start watering, it's not that I'm crying about the questions, okay? So anyway, I hope everyone's having an amazing holiday, and good to be here.
And everybody, I wish everyone a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Feliz Navidad, Ramadan, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. This is the time of year to celebrate and just have an amazing time and make memories that will last a lifetime. There is so much going on. This is such a busy week for everybody. So it's just amazing to be here together and be able to share this episode as our holiday Christmas episode with all the viewers. So I'm going to start the question out tonight, okay? And these are not questions that you can pass on. So the first question is a would you rather. So here's the question to the ladies. Would you rather tickle Rudolph's balls or Santa's balls?
Oh, goodness.
Okay. And we're going to start out that question with Zen Maiden. Zen, would you rather tickle Rudolph's balls or Santa's balls?
I'd say Santa, but you didn't ask why.
Well, you can share it if you want to.
No, I don't. I'll pass on that part.
Okay. Alicia, what about you?
Oh,
Rudolph's
goodness.
balls or Santa's balls?
I'll take Santa's.
Okay. And Pam, what about you?
I would definitely sorry. I would definitely choose Santa. Yeah, I can't tickle a reindeer's balls. So.
So you guys heard what the ladies had to say tonight. So I'm sure Santa's listening. So these girls are probably going to get some extra good stocking stuff this year, right?
Okay, Rob, and you have to answer the question too. Come on now.
Oh, yeah.
I would probably, I think I'd probably tickle Santa's because I think if you tickle the reindeers, you might take a risk of getting kicked. Pretty good.
That's true.
Or Santa might not be as offended by it. So that would be the reasoning why. And you know what? And on the other hand, I don't discriminate. Okay, I don't age discriminate or nothing like that. So that would be the reason. But you guys, I do want to ask you this. So this year, wherever you're going, to your mom's house, to your own house, to your dad's house, whatever you're doing, meeting with friends, at home alone or whatever, what are you doing for dinner? What is the dinner going to consist of? And if you're going somewhere and you're taking a dish to pass, what are you taking? Because this is, it may sound simplistic, but a lot of people really like to know what people eat at the holidays and stuff. So let's start with Pam. Pam, what about you?
We're going to go see my parents, and typically they have like ham and then some sides and like a pie or something. I don't want to like ask of my family, to make something different because it's kind of rude and stuff. I mean, my mom knows I'm vegan. She tries to like, have vegan options for me and stuff like that, which is awesome. But no, like my parents and my husband, they're gonna eat the typical stuff, and I will most likely bring something with me and like have some snacks, like some almonds and some pistachios or something to snack.
Okay, great. Alicia, what about you?
Oh, we always have turkey and sweet potatoes with marshmallows on top. That's my favorite. And just the typical, well, I guess not that typical. My mom always brings or makes Mexican rice. It's funny because my mom makes Mexican rice, and then my grandma, when she comes over, she makes Mexican rice. So there's like two different versions of, the Mexican rice and stuff. So, but we just typically have, I think what you would think of the norm.
Okay, and Zen, what about you? What's for the feast for Christmas?
I'm going to a friend's house, so I don't know what they're having, but I will probably bring a dish to take, and it will probably be either a salad or maybe a casserole, like a vegetable casserole.
Okay. I'm going
And
over to.
alcohol.
Oh, sorry. What'd you say?
I said and some alcohol.
Oh, yeah. You gotta
Of
have
course.
the I'm going over to my friend Dana's. There's going to be like 6 or 7 people over there. He's doing traditional. He's going to do a ham. I said, you got to do a spiral ham because don't nobody wants some regular ham. So I think I've talked him into a spiral ham. And then he's making a couple sides. I think maybe au gratin potatoes and then like maybe a corn or something. And then people will bring a dish to pass. And I get so many baked goods and stuff from where I work from the agents that I'm taking a plate of baklava and a loaf of homemade banana nut bread. So I'm taking those as kind of desserts and things like that. And then I gave them some money to help pitch in for the main food and stuff like that. So the bread and the baklava and stuff are things I really don't. It's not that I don't like them. I just choose not to eat them. They've been in my house. I'm just going to take them over there on Thursday, so that'll be good. But on the 24th, the night of the 24th, I'm going to be home watching Home Alone by myself with Dexter, and we're going to have cheese and crackers, and it's just going to be an amazing time for us. So we're going to have a really good time.
I was going to ask you, is Dexter going to get anything special to eat on Christmas?
Dexter doesn't eat human food. In general, he will not eat it. He doesn't like it. So he'll get several treats and things though that day, I'm sure, to munch on and stuff. But I do want to say, if the viewers want to share what you're having for dinner and for your Christmas or holiday celebration, go ahead and share that. If you're taking a dish to pass, share that. We'll read it out on the air. We do have some viewers, and I'm going to share who's watching. We don't have any questions or comments yet. Liz L. says, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. I think it's pronounced Hava Marara.
Something like that. I can never pronounce it.
I probably slaughtered that, but she says, Happy Holidays, everyone, and we're glad you're watching. Penny R. is here, and Khalif, and hopefully Sherry Ann, if the Renew Show has checked in, and says, Merry Christmas, everyone. So thanks for joining us, guys. Remember to share whatever you want to in the comment section as we're going along. So I have another question that I want to ask you guys, and we'll do things in between talking about Christmas memories and stuff. But I thought this question was fun. And actually, Zen will probably know the answer because she submitted this, and this was a leftover from the forum Christmas show. But I wanted to ask this. It says, Santa has the naughty and nice list out and wants to know what to get you. Please tell us what you are all getting from each list. Okay, we're going to start with Zen because she submitted this question, and we didn't have time for it on the other show, but we're going to ask Zen this first, and it'll give the other girls a chance to think about it. Santa has the naughty and nice list out and wants to know what to get you. Please tell us what you will get from each list. Zen, what are you going to get from the naughty and nice list?
From the naughty list, I'll probably get 2 wishes, and I can't say what those are.
Okay.
For the nice list, I'll get maybe some perfume or something.
Okay, and what about you, Alicia?
Well, let's start from with the nice because we all know that Alicia is really nice and never naughty. Um,
You
I
got to name two things from the naughty list.
um, let's see. I'll get from the nice. I'll get makeup because we all know how much I love my makeup. The naughty list. I don't know. I really haven't been naughty, so I don't know.
Okay. Well, you think of something. If you figure it out, you let us know.
I will.
Pam, what about you?
I'm at a loss for the naughty list. I don't know. But for the nice list, I would think that maybe Santa would bring me some tattoo time because I'm working on a sleeve.
Okay, great. That would be awesome for sure. I think on my nice list, I'm probably gonna get some. I'm probably gonna get some salt and pepper shakers because I collect those, and I have a feeling my sister probably got me a couple really awesome ones. So I'm thinking that, and then naughty. Hmm. Maybe a night at the Motel 6. You never know, right? So I don't need the risk, okay? I can stay at the Motel 6 for one night. I think anybody can stay there. But you guys, the funny thing is at the beginning of the show, I asked a question. None of these girls can think of a naughty thing with the exception of Zen. But yet all these girls declared at the beginning of the show that they would tickle Santa's balls. So I'm just putting it out there. I ain't trying to call anybody out. I'm being honest. Okay, since it is our Christmas show, I do want to say VSG Pepper is saying Merry Christmas. The Renew Show has said, I can't say what we are having to eat because we aren't completely sure where we will be on Christmas yet. And that comes from Khalif and Sherry Ann. And then Robert Wells says, greetings from the UK, everyone. And also Embracing Wellness, it says, hi guys, happy holidays. So a lot of people starting to join us. You guys were just BSing this week. We're having a good time, stepping away from the main controversial or in-depth topics that we talk about on this show so often. You guys, what would you say is one of your favorite traditions during the holiday, during the Christmas time, holiday time? What would you say is one of your favorite traditions? Alicia, you look like you're ready to lynch me, so I'm going to let you go first.
Whatever. I was just gonna say, we always one thing that we do on Christmas, we don't open gifts until Christmas morning, and usually a lot of times what would happen is my son would go and stay at my mom's, Christmas Eve, and then we would actually all open gifts at my mom's, so we would take all our gifts over there and open them all there together, and it's just something that we've always done, and it's always been a lot of fun.
And do you make the boys load the car, or do you do
it? They do it.
I figured. I just picking with you. Pam, what about you?
I stand there and I tell, direct them.
Spark out the orders, right?
Yes, of course.
Okay. What about you, Pam?
Other than being with family, because I do really enjoy that, and I don't get to see a lot of my family very much. But other than that, I would say every year on Christmas Eve on TBS, they play A Christmas Story starting at 8 p.m., and they play it for 24 hours. My husband hates me for it, but we watch that every year.
Awesome. And what about you, Zen?
Well, I have a lot of Christmas traditions, but I definitely, when the kids were younger, they would open one present on Christmas Eve, and the rest are on Christmas morning. So now they're all older, so they won't be opening nothing early. The other thing is we always have turkey. If I'm cooking, we always have turkey as the main dish, and then the traditional type food that goes with that for us. And I always put up a tree, so those are my major traditions.
That's awesome. For me, again, I already said it, but Christmas Eve is my favorite day of the year. I love how everything just starts to come to a standstill as it gets later and later in the afternoon. Mm-hmm. And yeah, you have people out driving to families and stuff for fun times, but I love being at home alone. I love watching the movie Home Alone. I love having cheese and crackers, summer sausage sometimes on it, and just spending time with Dexter and relaxing and having eggnog and playing Christmas music. So it's just an amazing, amazing time. So it's so important that we all make memories that last a lifetime, and we can do that every year, even if we're doing the same traditions that we always do, because something different always happens.
I do have a question for you, Rob.
Sure.
I know you love the movie Home Alone. Like, you
Mhm.
always talk about how you always love that movie. Did you act like him when you were little?
You know what? I
Is
am the
that something
baby.
that you would do?
I am the baby, so I probably was the spoiled brat. But the one time that my mom left me and my sister, who isn't even a year older than me, home alone, we were, I think, 17 and 18, and we had this huge fucking party in the house, right?
Hmm.
And all these people started showing up that my sister knew. Honestly, most of them were extra people my sister knew that wasn't invited. This was supposed to be a group of like 15 or 20 people. Well, by the time it was done, it was probably about 70 people.
Oh
And
my God.
He froze.
chandelier,
Rob.
Oh, there
they
you
ended up calling my mom and dad when they got back, so we got busted. Plus, they figured out the chandelier. My sister tried to make some lie, and then she got called out on it. So it was on her, not on me. I was the baby. So Embracing Wellness wants to know where Daddy's Santa hat is. Well, I don't have a Santa hat. I have some like an antler thing, but I left him at work. So I do have my snowman mug here, so I'm using this as my little festive decoration this evening.
Yeah, don't go putting that on your head, please.
I know that's right. And then Embracing Wellness said a quiet little Christmas with my mom, and I am looking forward to kielbasa, cheese, and crackers. Oh, I might have to try some kielbasa on my cheese and crackers this year, girl. You just gave me a good idea. So, viewers, be sure to share what you're having to eat around Christmas time, what your traditions are, what you do, and that will be super fun. So, do any of you guys have a question you want to throw out there?
Yeah, I want to know. Well, I know you love Home Alone, but I want to know what is your guys' favorite Christmas movie?
Ooh.
I love Christmas Vacation. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Mm-hmm.
That one, I have a couple. That one, Home Alone, A Christmas Story, and a movie that was made later on, Love Actually, kind of
Oh,
Christmas themed.
Yeah.
Those will be my four.
Wouldn't you say that Home Alone 1 is the one that takes the cake and the other ones are kind of just blah?
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
That's definitely a movie where the sequels were nowhere near as good as the first one. But I can watch
Yeah.
Home Alone 1 all year long. Seriously, I can. Zen, what about you?
I definitely like Home Alone. I love Christmas Vacation. I watch that every year without fail.
Mhm.
I also like The Grinch That Stole Christmas and Christmas Carol.
Okay. Alicia, share what you like.
Well, I definitely I love It's a Wonderful Life. Love that movie. I could watch that over and over and over. I don't know. It's probably the only black and white movie that I watch. And then Christmas Vacation. I love that movie. I think I actually have 2 copies of it. I love it so much.
Last night I was sitting at home and I was watching a couple videos, and then on the side feed came up all the Hallmark movies. Okay. So I started watching one on my laptop to see if I was going to like them or whatever, and I really did. So I saved a bunch of them and then put them on my big flat screen from YouTube, right? And some of them are really sad, but you always know it's going to have a great ending. So I didn't cry a lot or anything, but I was laying on the couch and I was watching it like this. So today I have a kink in my neck from watching those movies back to back.
Hey,
I
that's
bring
not
it
what
up.
you told me last night. You said you were crying a lot, so don't say
A
you
little
weren't
bit.
crying.
I cried. You know what? I watched 4 of them, and I only cried at one of them.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That wasn't too bad. We do have Gastric Rose with us tonight, and she said she's going to be unwrapping tamales. And Tina is with us this night. It says, "Good evening, everyone. You all are looking very festive." So if you guys have a question for us, go ahead and ask it. We'll answer anything, as you can tell from the first question that was on the show tonight. Or if you want to share your traditions, if you want to share your favorite movie, your favorite foods, whatever, share those with us in the comment section, and we'll go ahead and read those out on the air. This question came from Fairy Mom 99, and it says, if you invite family over for Christmas, how do you deal with the funky relatives who either have a little too much to drink or say the most inappropriate things? And she wishes us all a happy holiday. So let me read it again. It says, if you invite family over for Christmas, how do you deal with the funky relatives who either have a little too much to drink or say the most inappropriate things? Okay, let's start with you, Pam.
I mean, I think everyone, they could be watching this right now. Everyone is pretty laid back in my family. There's not really any like obnoxiousness and stuff. But I guess, I don't know, you just kind of uncomfortably like laugh and go along with whatever's happening and, you know, don't make them feel awkward about it.
Okay, and what about you, Alicia?
Well, you know, I'm going to say this, and hope my brother never watches this, but he does the craziest shit. Let me just say that. Like, all of a sudden, he'll be standing there, and then he'll be like, he thinks, like, he likes to tell everyone, you know, how he's going to work out, and he's just, all of a sudden, he'll get on the floor, and he'll start doing push-ups, or doing those, what are they called, where you, like, do the push-ups, and then you stand up, and then you go down. I'm like,
Burpees.
Burpees?
Burpees.
Yeah.
There you go. I'm like, okay, like, don't anyone care. Okay, that's fine, you know? And then he's like, come on, Jordan. Come on, Chris. And we're all looking at him like he's crazy, you know? And I'm like, yeah, okay. I mean, if you go back into my videos and look around holidays, I have video of him acting crazy. So,
Oh, I've seen them.
yeah. So we just stand there and we just laugh at him and, you know, I'm like, but my mom, that's her baby, so she's like, whatever. As long as he's there, that's all she cares
The
about.
babies get away with a lot. Zen, what about you?
I don't know. Like, let's see. I know that my friends do have somebody in their family that sometimes says inappropriate things, acts that way. So, yeah, I've been around it a lot. Just kind of like pretend like it's not happening and just like do our own thing. Just, you know, continue on with the conversation like it's nothing going on, and don't give it a lot of attention because that's obviously the reason that it's happening. The person seeking attention, in my opinion.
Yeah.
For me, when my family gets together, there's about 37 people. So usually I can avoid having to get involved in any of that, and I just choose to stay out of it. Most of my brothers and sisters have kids, and some of their kids have kids now, and I have brother-in-laws and sister-in-laws, and the whole nine yards. So usually I can pretty much avoid it all and just be the person that stays out of it. But if someone was being inappropriate or something and someone wasn't dealing with it, I would probably try to take them aside and say something. But most of the time I don't really feel it's my place, and I just try to avoid those kinds of things. I figure let somebody else deal with it, right? Because I'm the baby, and why should the baby have to deal with that? Gastric. Now you're talking about unwrapping tamales. You know Daddy loves the tamales, so you should send me a tamale.
Oh, yeah.
Gastric Rose also said that White Christmas with Ben. Khalif says his favorite Christmas movie is Trading Places. I never saw that. I don't know what that is.
Oh, I love that movie.
That's a really good movie.
I'm gonna have to watch that. Now hold on, I gotta write that down right now before I hold on.
Oh my God, it's an awesome movie, but it's not a Christmas movie. It's just a cool movie. It's one of the best movies, Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch that. Because I saw a movie with Eddie Murphy when I was back home, and it was called Daddy Daycare, and I never saw that before. And I thought it was actually really good.
Yeah.
These are way before that, bro.
Okay. Well, I'll still check it out.
Me too. I've not seen it.
Yeah, that was a very young Eddie Murphy.
It was good. It was a great movie.
Yeah, it's really good.
Bayamura says she loves Home Alone also. It is her all-time favorite Christmas movie. So that's awesome. Sarah Schmalling says, only one thing in the world could have dragged me away from the soft glow of electric sex gleaming in the window. Christmas story. I also really like A Christmas Carol with Patrick Stewart and Holiday Inn with Bing Crosby and Fred Astaire. So thanks for weighing in, you guys. Thanks for watching this evening. Go ahead and continue to leave comments, and we'll get them out there for you. Do any of you guys have a question just relating to Christmas at all you want to ask the group? Throw something out there, you guys. Come on.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
I wanted. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was just going to ask everyone if they are involved in any kind of charitable giving or giving of themselves this year, and what kind of things are you doing?
Well,
And
first of all, I have to say, Zen, the way you worded that, giving of myself, I don't think that Chris would like it if I gave myself to him. But no.
Pam, what about you?
No, not this year. I was thinking about trying to get some stuff for the Humane Society to drop off and maybe do some volunteering, but their next volunteer class is next month, so I kind of was too late for that, but I would like to next year.
The good thing, too, for people to have really busy schedules, if you want to help a Humane Society, a no-kill shelter, any of those shelters, if you don't have the physical time, just remember you can always drop off blankets, dog food, cat food, toys, any of that stuff, laundry soap for all the laundry and stuff they do. Those places love that kind of stuff, and a lot of those are nonprofits. So if you don't have the physical time to put into that, be sure. Ooh, excuse me. I think it was on pomegranate jewels I was eating. If you guys don't have time to do that, be sure to let's take care of our animals, the homeless, whatever you decide to do. I'm a huge supporter of St. Jude Children's Hospital. I love that organization. I always make a donation every year around Christmas time, and what an amazing, amazing organization it truly is. And I also dropped some money in the Salvation Army bell ringers thing here and there. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you dropped off at every tin where the bells are ringing, you'd be broke. I mean, you'd get rid of a month paycheck in a day because they're everywhere. So just pick and choose. But remember to pay forward what you can. Zen, what about you?
What do I do? Well, I like to donate. Yeah. I like to donate clothes and things to the shelters and to the organizations that help women and battered women, and I also like to donate things to the animals as well as those come up or that I'm made aware of them. I think there's a blanket organization that my daughter brought home a wristband for, so I was probably going to get together some things and drop off over there.
Okay, awesome. So I have a question for you guys, and this one's kind of cool. What modern-day gift would you bring to the manger? If you were going to the manger to visit, what modern-day gift would you bring to the manger? Let's start with Alicia.
I was trying to look away so you wouldn't pick me first.
I'm going to take this one.
It didn't work. Jeez. You know what? I think that they need to experience what a fruitcake, an awful fruitcake, tastes like.
Oh my.
Oh, that's mine.
Oh, jeez. And Pam, what about you?
I don't know. Maybe get them a laptop so they can vlog, so we can all know, what's going on.
There you go. Modern-day gift for sure. What about you, Sam?
I think some Febreze and some iPhone 6s would be awesome.
Febreze.
I was going to say an iPhone 6 too, but since Zen said that one, I guess I would say maybe a TV. Let them watch some good Christmas movies or something. I don't know. It's weird to really think about that. I mean, what modern-day gift would you take? So then, I just want to read some comments that are coming in, and Healthier Chris says, don't tell anyone I'm here. Well, we've just told everybody that you're with us tonight.
We see you.
Holly Diamira says, Trading Places is a brilliant movie. Lori Has Hope says, It's a Wonderful Life is my favorite Christmas movie. Tina said, I'm with you, Alicia. It's a Wonderful Life is the best. Hobby Bayamara says, because I don't celebrate Christmas, myself and daughter go to the homeless shelter and help out there for Christmas Day. You know, that's amazing that even though you don't celebrate the particular holiday, you still go out and feed and donate time for people that do or that just need that meal or that kind of a thing. So that's amazing. That's just amazing. And Pam, you were going to ask a question, and then Zen rudely cut you off. So,
Oh, no.
so I'm
Totally fine.
okay, Pam, we called you this last week, or I did not call you again. Pam, you look like Casper the Goat.
I know.
But it looks good. That's you. We're used to seeing you that way. You're our very, very white panelist. We call you Casper.
Thank you.
So, Pam, what was the question that you were going to ask us here?
Well, I kind of stopped myself too because I didn't want to bring down the mood, but I was going to ask, has anyone had like a really bad Christmas experience, or like what was your least favorite Christmas experience? If you all want to.
That's a good question because, you know, there is good and bad with the holidays and things do happen. So let's start with Zen.
I don't think I've ever had like a really bad Christmas. I mean, when I was a kid, if I didn't get what I wanted, it was a bad Christmas. That's,
Yeah.
you know, just saying. It wasn't bad, though. It just wasn't that great. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have any really bad Christmas memories.
Okay, what about you, Alicia?
Yeah, I think it was just, you know, when I was younger, just not having certain family members, you know, when I was in high school, my grandfather passed away, and just, you know, just missing family members, and it's, you know, it's, the holidays have always really, really been really hard for me as far as my like depression and stuff like that. You know, it just I get like that anyway this time of year just because it's that seasonal whatever they call it sad and stuff, and I just get like that. So it's hard, and it's really hard because my son's birthday is December 21st, and so they're just so close together, you know. So that's really tough too.
For me, and Pam will answer last because she really asked the question. So for me, I guess I would say I experienced holidays with loved ones passed, and it was like my grandparents and stuff. But the thing is all of my grandparents, except for my mom's mom, was gone by the time I was 12. They had passed away because my mom and dad had me later in life. And you know, I knew my grandparents and I loved them, but when you're that age, it's a little bit different. When they pass, you don't get it, and then when you do get it, it's like they've kind of been out of your life, and you just remember the good times, and I don't think the emotionalness is there with it anymore. But my mom's mom died when I was in my 30s, and she was 94, so it was really hard. Basically, my mom's body just wore out. Her organs just had run their course. I mean, she hadn't been ill or anything like that, so my grandma lived a full life, so it was hard to be sad. And she didn't. She died in March, so it was after the holiday. But I guess having my first Christmas without my dad was probably the hardest. And then this past Christmas, my first Christmas without my brother. Losing a parent is hard because, you know, just they're the reason you're here, so to say. And this time of year is so hard for people that have lost parents or have parents that are sick or, you know, dying from disease or tragic deaths that happen during this time of year. So, you know, I want to send thoughts and prayers to all those people who are dealing with that right now, and know that, you know, somewhere people are praying for you. And we just hope that it gets you through the holidays with some peace. And so, that's all we can really say. You never really have the right words for that kind of thing. But Pam, what about you?
We would pretty much do the same thing every year. Like when I was growing up, we would all go to, like, we'd all go out of town to my dad's parents' house, and like my parents had me like later in their life too, and like my mom's parents had already passed, and so we would always go to my dad's parents' house. And while I loved visiting with them and my family, me and my grandmother did not get along, and so that made it really rough like every year. We kind of patched things up like just a few years ago before she passed or whatever, but that was all. It was always like a really fun thing to be able to see everyone, because I didn't get to see everyone very often, but at the same time it was kind of like hard, because we just, even when I was a kid, we just didn't get along. But there was that, and then when I was in elementary school, I had the chicken pox over Christmas one time, and it sucked.
Wow.
Sucked bad. So that'd be my answer.
Chicken pox are no fun, that is for sure.
Yeah.
So I got a few things to read in the comment section, and then I think we're going to talk about if we had to share a recipe, not necessarily that we're making it, but a recipe that we would make around Christmas time. We don't have to share all the particulars. We can direct people and say we'll post it on our channel or whatever. But let's share like a fun recipe or something. But first, let's go. Tina says, I donate every year to the American Heart Association and also to the local Humane Society. And we also donate our time at the vet clinic in our town. That is absolutely amazing. Anyone that doesn't know, Tina's talked about it many times. Her mom passed away from a massive heart attack suddenly when Tina was actually on the phone with her. So that was very, very traumatic for her. And she deals with it well, though, but this is always a hard time for anybody when you've lost someone. Even if you didn't lose them around this time of year, it still touches your heart in a different way. It really does. So Quilton Connie B is with us. That's Rose's twin sister. We're glad you're here this evening. Thanks for joining us. We do have a question coming in from, hold on, I'm sorry. We do have a question coming in for Rose, but before we go to the question from Rose, Gastric Rose, Mama Rose, Mommy Rose, we're going to, who's sending me a tamale, you guys. That's very nice of her.
I think she's sending us all tamales.
No, she's only sending Daddy tamales.
We all want tamales.
Just kidding. We wish we had tamales, Rose. I mean, seriously. Or you guys, I'm going to bring this up real quick, and then we'll go to the recipe. Sarah Smalley made a video, and she made redneck truffles, which are really redneck balls, but she called them that one time, and then it really didn't sound that good. So now she calls them truffles, but it's an amazing video. It's on her channel. You guys can check it out. She does like a Sweet Saturday video where she does desserts and stuff like that, and it's really, really cool. So I thought it was funny, though, when they were called redneck balls. Or redneck truffles, no, that's what she calls them. But okay, so let's everybody share a recipe or something we think is fun to make this time of year. If you want to go down the ingredients and that kind of stuff and just shout it out real quick, that's fine, but we don't want to waste too much time on it because we still got a lot of stuff to talk about. So, Jen, what's a recipe you generally make this time of year or want to share with the viewers, or just something you saw on a food show or in a book that you thought looked amazing?
Oh, wow. There's so many things that look amazing. Well, I like to make a salad that I make with mixed greens. I mean, it's not a sweet thing, but I make with mixed greens. I add cranberries, some feta cheese, and some walnuts, a balsamic vinaigrette, and you could also add meat to that if you eat meat, and if you don't, it's a nice side dish. I also just add some just general seasoning to it, and that's just a nice simple thing that I like to have as a staple. And you can also add like a little onion and peppers and just, have it as a nice side dish for lunch or, whatever time of day you want.
Okay, and what about you, Pam?
I would say there's something that my mom used to make all the time, and I've only made it a few times, but whenever I go up this week, I'm going to get the recipe from her and make some and make video. She makes these little bonbons, and it's like peanut butter and coconut and butter and chocolatey goodness. But I'm going to take all the ingredients and then kind of shift it a little bit so it's a vegan version of a bonbon.
And organic, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's going to be real good.
And what are they called again?
Like bonbons. She calls them bonbons. I don't know if there's like another word for it.
Organic chocolate balls.
There you go.
There seems to be balls, so we'll just stick with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm not going to tickle them, though.
Yeah.
Sorry.
With your tongue or something, but that's like bonbon balls, okay? Organic bonbon balls. Okay, Alicia, recipe.
Well, I love, we all know that, well, maybe not everyone knows, but I am crazy over peppermint. Love anything peppermint. So I love to take candy canes and crush them up and make just a basic fudge recipe. There ain't nothing low fat, nothing, none of that. I don't care. There's sugar, everything, whatever. You know what? And I add the peppermint in there, and it's so good. So good.
So since anyone that knows you also knows you collect Hello Kitty, as you can see from watching. So my question is if you love peppermint so much, why don't you collect Peppermint Patty instead of Hello Kitty?
Well, I think I have a couple that have that look like peppermint, so.
Okay.
I do like to eat peppermint patties though.
I mean Peppermint Patty from the show Charlie Brown.
I know what you're talking about.
You should collect that. Okay, Lori Has Hope says she donates to the Disabled American Veteran and the American Cancer Society. The recipe I want to share with you guys, it's simple, and this ain't nothing fancy schmancy about it. Okay. What you do is you take a piece of ham, okay, and you put some cream cheese on it, right, and you put a pickle in there, and you roll it up. Now that's good. Now if you want to get fancy, you can do some jalapeno cream cheese and that kind of a thing, but when you put it on that ham and you put that, you put like this, the pickle spear, I think is what they call it, spear. You put that in there and you roll it up. It is amazing, you guys. It is so good. I ain't even going to lie a little bit. Okay, so that's a simple recipe. It's fun, and I leave them long. Some people cut them into like circles and stuff. I don't do all that. I figure I need to eat one. I want to eat a whole one. So, but that's the recipe that I wanted to share. Now coming in from Mama Rose, she said, what was your craziest gift you ever received? What is the craziest gift that you ever received? Think about that for a second, and then I'm going to come back to you guys. While you guys are thinking about that, the viewers that are watching, if you're liking the show tonight and you're enjoying it, do us a favor and go over and hit the likes button. We would greatly appreciate that. And if you don't like it, you can hit the dislike. But then after you hit the dislike, you need to sign off, because if you don't like it, you don't need to. Okay? I mean, that's keeping it real, right? Okay.
And then you have 30 seconds before your computer just blows up.
Yeah, exactly. Let's go to Pam on this one. Pam first. What is the craziest gift that you've ever received?
Okay. It's adult. Is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
If you have minors watching the show, now is the time we ask you to cover their ears.
Earmuffs.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. An ex and I had gotten a gift from, I think it was one of their brothers for Christmas, and they were toothbrushes with parts on them.
Oh.
A boy and girl toothbrush.
Wow.
I did not use mine.
Fun stuff, right? You didn't use?
No. I'm not gonna brush my teeth with a wiener. Are you kidding me?
No, she used it. Look at her. Pam, tell the truth.
Oh, come on now. That was your favorite toothbrush, okay?
Did you keep it?
Do what?
Did you keep it?
I don't have it now. I did keep it. I had it like in a box with, stuff, but once it broke up, I got rid of it.
If she would have kept it, the viewers, if she would have kept it, I promise you, she would have done a demo on this
Yes.
show. So we can't force her to. Then
Maybe
what
I'll
about
see
you?
if I can find one, and then for like if we do a show around Valentine's Day, I'll have to bring that on.
Yeah, we are definitely doing a sex show around Valentine's Day, you guys. We got to do a sex show.
I'll see if I can find one then.
Okay. We had on, I remember on one show, I don't remember what it was on. Alicia, it might have been on the forum when we had Neva Ryan on there, and she took a condom and put it over a banana. Do you remember?
Oh, yeah.
That was fun. So we'll have a sex show in February, you guys, sometime. So make sure you're gonna mark that on your calendar. We'll talk about it, but I'm sure we'll do the Monday closest to Valentine's Day. That's what would make sense, right? Before, so people can use the ideas that we have.
Yeah.
Then what about you?
I think the craziest gift I ever got was like back when they had edible underwear. I got edible underwear.
I don't understand that. Honestly, I don't understand that. How are they edible? Like, are they not cloth?
There's some kind of
No, you can.
I don't think people are really going to be eating them. I don't think I ever used them. Put them into practice.
Oh, I'm
More
sure
of a gag gift.
Okay, let's just. Dirty mind now, just so you know.
I'm sure you guys did. Alicia, what about you? Now, this went from a question about the craziest gift, and now these girls think it's a sex show. Right,
Sorry, that's my bad.
Okay, so now we know what's on their naughty list. We know what they're getting. Okay? Penis, dick-shaped toothbrush, and then some edible panties. What about you, Alicia?
Hey, mine is clean.
Okay.
No. You know what? I've never been a really big fan of like perfumes and stuff. And I remember one year, I don't remember who gave me it, but it was this one perfume that I did like, and I was a teenager, and my father threw a fit. He hated it and hiding it from him. And he found that, and he threw the shit in the garbage. He's like, I am not having this in the house. And, yeah. So then I liked it so much that I made my mom go out and take me to, and I bought it again just because my dad didn't like it.
There you go. For me, I talked about this earlier, or actually the end of last week. As my grandma got older, and this was my dad's mom, I got this when I was like 10, right? So I get this gift from my grandma, and it's a sweater that says "Grandma's baby girl."
I still laughing about that.
So yeah, I got that, and I think my sister, on one of her birthdays before my grandma passed, I think she got one that said "Now that I'm 4" on her birthday, and she was like, right? So Grandma had the right intention. She just probably didn't have it all together. That was fun. This is a good question. What's your favorite Christmas smell? What is your favorite Christmas smell? Okay, and let's start with Pam. Pam, what's your favorite Christmas smell?
Well, I mean, it's typical, but cinnamon. Like every year, my husband, like, he goes nuts and he buys these cinnamon pine cones from the store and then like puts them all over the house. So I guess cinnamon. It's just that familiarness. You know, Christmas is coming.
Sure. And what about you, then?
I like the cinnamon, and I also like the smell of the Christmas tree, the real smell, you know, of a real Christmas tree.
Mm-hmm.
So having some fresh garland or something. I don't usually have real Christmas trees because they drop so many needles. That's the real reason. And, yeah, I just feel it's like more ecologically, you know, sound to just have a fake tree. That's just my personal opinion, but to each his own, right?
Right.
And I just like the smell of the tree.
And Alicia, what's your favorite naughty Christmas smell?
No, we can't talk about
No, what's your favorite Christmas smell?
No, it's definitely the Christmas tree. It's definitely the Christmas tree.
Now, if you don't have a real one, then do you get like a pine scent candle?
Usually what happens is, like, if we, like, this year we didn't have a real one, but, our neighbor was, like, giving everyone pieces of the Christmas tree so they'd have the smell. I was like, what is that about? Chris is like, I don't know. He's just giving it to everyone. I'm like, okay. Sure, give us a brand. So.
My favorite Christmas smell would probably be like fresh cookies baking. I really like the smell of like cookies baking. Chex Mix smells good though too. Cooking in the oven.
Mm-hmm.
That smells really good. But there's new recipes out, you guys, for crock pot Chex Mix, and my friend made me some. It's absolutely amazing.
Really?
I don't think it tastes as good as in the oven, to be honest.
Mhm.
I ain't even gonna lie, it's good. Lori Has Hope says, you are all making me blush big time. Fine, sweet, innocent angel. Oh, no, you ain't, Lori. Lori's got a wild side. I think Lori's probably got a really wild side, so bless her heart. Okay, you guys, this is just a fun question, and this probably depends on where you've lived and so on and so forth. Have you ever made a snowman? If so, how tall was the tallest one? Have you ever made a snowman? And if you have, how tall was your tallest one? Let's go to Zen first. Zen?
Hi, I grew up in Michigan, so I've made hundreds of snowmen, and I think the tallest one was probably taller than me, and I'm 5'5", and
No.
because we.
It wasn't how many snowmen have you slept with. It was how many have you built. We're talking about how many have you built.
I think that comment probably is better answered by you, Rob.
Yes, probably. Go ahead and finish the questions then.
Okay, yeah, I'd say that the tallest one was probably about 6 feet tall.
Okay. And what about you, Pam?
I'd say about the same. I have memories of one of my brothers. His name is Andy. He's like 6'6", and he has helped me many times build snowmen, and he tries to get them pretty tall. So I'd say around 6 feet, maybe a little taller. Not that I've...
I took it off. It's
I like them short.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's for the February step.
okay.
Okay, that's for February.
Oh my goodness. No, oh goodness. No, about 3 feet. I don't know. I've always not built very tall snowmen. Let's just leave it at that.
Okay. We used to build a ton of them, and we would do like a carrot for the nose, and we do raisins for the mouth. I don't remember what we did for eyes. We didn't really do coal. We didn't have it. Maybe rocks. Maybe we tried to like hang some rocks.
rocks.
Or something like that. One time my sister did tea bags for the eyes and kind of just pushed them. But I think the biggest one we built was probably honestly about 6.5 feet tall, because I grew up in Michigan too, so there was no limit on snow. And when it snowed as a kid, you wanted to get out and make those and make the snow angels and all that fun stuff. So I hope kids still do that stuff. I'm not around kids that age, and I live in Arizona, so we don't ever do that here. But I hope kids still go out and experience building a snowman and doing snow angels and snowball fights and things like that. What an amazing time that was. I remember that stuff so well.
Yeah.
Um,
I just have to say that now we know how to get Pam going because she's got a dirty mind. That girl has got a dirty mind. That's all.
Pam was our shy one for so long, and she's
It's
just
always the quiet
so
one.
much.
It
It
is
is.
always my voice.
Dun dun dun.
My question, or the comment section is not loading right now, so please forgive me, you guys. I am going to ask another question real quick, and then I'll see if we have anything else that came in. I have one here. Oh, my goodness. Please don't tell me that I lost. Oh, there it is. Um, okay, this one is fun, just to know. Do you open your presents on Christmas Eve or Christmas morning, or both? Okay? Let's start with Alicia. Alicia, what do you guys do generally speaking?
Christmas Day.
And what time in the morning, like, do you guys get up and do this? Because your son's
Well,
older now, so
yeah.
it's not like he's a little kid.
Oh, he still wants us to get to my mom's as soon as possible. Are you up yet? Are you up? So usually it's about 9 in the morning.
Okay, and what about you, Zen Maiden?
I think we start about 8, I want to say. Yeah, 8, between 8 and 9, and I always like to have coffee first. So as they start with their stockings, opening the stockings, because that's the rule, they have to open those first, and I will have my coffee. So that's how that
Okay. And Pam, what about you?
When I was little, like with my family and stuff, it would always be Christmas morning. No, nothing beforehand. But now that I'm an adult, it's just kind of either or. We haven't really had a ongoing tradition of one day or the other. But sometimes we'll do some at night and then the rest the next day. So.
And I usually open mine on Christmas Day. Usually, well, sometimes I'll open one on Christmas Eve, and then the rest I open on Christmas Day. And me and my sister, I exchange gifts with her husband, because I don't have family here. My nephew lives here, but he's usually either back in Michigan at that time, or, I mean, he's in his early 20s. He's doing his thing, so to say. So we FaceTime and open up gifts and just have a good time and things like that. And it's usually about 45 minutes to an hour, and then we're done. But it's a super fun time, but it's usually always on Christmas Day. So that's good stuff. Yeah, the questions aren't loading, so that's kind of depressing. But
I can see them.
okay.
So Embracing Wellness said, 1 year my high school boyfriend bought me hair mousse and a troll doll. Needless to say, we are not together anymore.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
A troll doll.
Lori Has Hope says apple pie or any Christmas baked goodies.
Oh, yeah.
Gastric Rose said hot salsa for the tamales. LOL, but for real.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on, can you dip tamales in ranch dressing or no? I'm just asking.
I mean, you could dip it in whatever you want to dip it in.
Oh, girl, don't go there. Now you going to the factory.
That's not what I mean. Oh my gosh. Okay, this show turned into I don't even know what. It turned into the sex Christmas show.
Well, let me get some Febreze. Clear the air.
Gastric Rose says yes, short like me. She likes him short too. the snowman. The snowman.
Yeah.
She said maybe 3 feet. Yeah, so that's all the comments that I see.
Okay, here is one last question before we sign off real quick. Let's do this question. What is at the top of your list this Christmas or whatever holiday you celebrate? What is at the top of your list? Okay. Let's start with Alicia. What's at
So
the top of your list this Christmas?
that I want.
Yeah, I would guess that's what it means.
Well, I actually have two things that I really, really want. First is I really want a MacBook, and and the other thing is a digital camera because I love taking pictures, and I love vlogging and stuff. So I just really want those are two things that I really, really want.
Now, do you think realistically those are coming, or you have no idea? You don't.
Realistically, no.
Okay. Pam, what about you? What's on the top of that Christmas list?
Well, what I mentioned earlier, tattoo time. I'm working on a sleeve, and I kind of already know that some of that tattoo time is coming.
Oh, good. That'll help you move a little
Yay.
bit more forward. How far does it go all the way to your wrist, or can a sleeve go just to the elbow too?
It can go like however long you want it to, but the one I'm getting done on my right arm is going to go almost all the way down to my wrist.
Okay.
So I
And
have some of it done up here right now.
then what about you? What's on the top of the list?
I don't really have a lot of things on my list this year. I got my new job, so that made me super happy. So I'm pretty good. I mean, whatever I get, I get. I'm good with it.
Yeah, I think at the top of my list, this sounds probably silly and crazy to a lot of people, but is some really cool salt and pepper shakers. It's something I used to collect cookie jars, you guys, and then they're really big. So I have like all these mass amounts of cookie jars. I have like 30 cookie jars. So what I ended up doing was I picked 3 that I absolutely loved, and I kept them, and the rest of them I donated to a church to give to needy families, because I think every child should grow up with a cookie jar in the house, right? So I bought 27 packs of cookies and donated 27 cookie jars, all different kinds, and started collecting salt and pepper shakers because they're a little bit easier to collect. And I think I have right now about 15 sets, and I log them and document either the date or the month that I got them, what the year and who I received it from, if I bought it myself, where I bought it at, just to kind of keep some history on the collection. And I met a lady who had over 200 different salt and pepper shakers. And so I'm hoping that my sister and her husband got me a couple sets, because that kind of stuff makes me happy. Pretty much I have everything else that I want. And I can go out and buy salt and pepper shakers myself, but it's always fun to get ones because my taste might be different than what they get me, and then it adds spice to the collection, so to say. But anyway, so that answered that question. What I want to do is thank everybody for being here with us tonight. We really do wish everyone a happy holiday, Merry Christmas, whatever you celebrate. Your guys' support on the show is absolutely amazing. We have a great topic for you guys next week. I'm going to go into that in a second, but before we go to that, I'd like to give each one of the co-host or the cast here a chance to say what you want to say to the viewers about this time of year, and whatever your wish is to them, or whatever comments you want to make. And we'll go ahead and start with our producer, and that is Alicia. Miss Beautiful Alicia, what do you have to say to all the people today?
Well, I know that this is the time of year that it's exciting to get gifts and stuff, but, sometimes we have to remember that for me, I always remember that just having a roof over my head and just having been able to, eat a hot meal really does mean a lot, and the company that is around you. So, just think about the less fortunate and, be willing to pay it forward to others, especially around this time of year.
Okay, and Pam, what about you?
I completely agree with what Alicia just said. And also, it's like when you're younger and you have time with your family, you may not appreciate it as much, but definitely to like savor those moments you have with your family and friends over the holidays, and love each other and whatnot, and give when you can and help other people when you can, and just be happy, be safe, and enjoy the time with your loved ones.
And Zen Maiden, what about you?
Well, I want to thank everyone for watching us and joining us for the holiday special. Sorry, my voice is sounding strange as the night goes on.
You got a frog in your throat.
Okay, let's just...
Or Santa's ball.
Oh, man.
Okay, kind of interrupted my train of thought there. Okay, let me get back. But anyway, I want everyone to just enjoy themselves, enjoy their family time, you know, give where they can, and be appreciative of everything that you have. And, you know, it isn't always about wishing for something better or greater. It's appreciating what you have and being thankful for the friends that you have here in the community, as well as the ones in your everyday lives that mean so much to us that we don't necessarily thank our friends, you know, our everyday friends that we see all the time. Sometimes we don't express to them how much they really mean to us, and I just want to say from my heart to all of you, I really appreciate everyone and my fellow cast members, my friends here on YouTube and in real life. I love you all, and thank you.
And I want to say to the viewers this evening, thank you so much for supporting the show. Without you guys, it obviously wouldn't be a success. This is an amazing time of the year for you to make memories that will last a lifetime, because there will come a time in our life where the people that are around us now may not be there. And it's so important to make those memories to have with you forever. Just take the time to really enjoy this time of year. Give someone the benefit of the doubt if you know you're irritated with them or whatever the case might be. Hand that extra dollar out to the window to the guy that might be standing on the corner. Even if his choice is to go buy cigarettes or a beer, what does it really matter? If that's what makes him happy, then that's great. And if it's somebody that's just collecting money that really doesn't need it, your heart and your intention was in the right place when you did it. And that truly is a way of paying it forward. So before we sign off for the evening, we know we ran over a little bit tonight. We wanted to tell you guys that this coming Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the 29th, we have an amazing show. It's called Living Fat, Did I Get a Life Sentence? Okay? Living Fat, Did I Get a Life Sentence? And we need to talk about that. And I also want to give a shout out real quick as we end. Tomorrow night is Renew's Christmas show also. That's at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Renew Show channel. And, you know, Khalif is the producer and founder of that show. And Khalif got a lot of these shows started within the community, I believe, because when he started his show, then I started mine. Alicia started one. The Naked Truth is on. Fat Kings Fridays, Size Queen Saturdays. And maybe they didn't even know of Khalif's show, but they heard of other people starting shows. And Khalif really got the ball rolling with shows in this community, in my opinion. So you guys go over and watch that show and watch all the shows as they go, not even just during the holiday, but all time, because we all need your support and love to continue these shows. So having said probably too much and the show ran over, just Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy holidays from all of us here at Real Talk. We will see you next Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Bye.
Bye.
All right.